we now return to Anno 1800. Alright. It occurred to me this one we're going to get this a lot faster if we just double up, because there's nothing else that this thing is bringing. So we'll do that. And then well, I will do this first, and then we'll move it once I've got it, because I did actually figure out a way to make this work. Nice.
We're taking every care.
But it's not that way. Not that way either. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's do this a different way then.
A farm? We no fields?
Gonna have to. I did plan this out. I did a thing. Gotta be 4. I know I did this. I know I did this. Maybe I can reconstruct it the way that I built it first time. God fucking damn it. The right click doesn't always register, and it really infuriates me. All right, you know what? I'm gonna look at what I did. All right, I just need to get in the habit of taking screenshots of every little thing that I do, apparently. All right. That looks to be about where that one is. Okay, because I cut it in half, that's why.
What brings you here, master?
It still isn't adding up. What in the fuck is going on here?
Fields might help.
So the only thing that makes sense then is that I did not have this spaced out correctly. That I didn't have a full kit on this. Whatever. It leaves plenty of space here. So I had this set out for, like, you know, that to be able to fit there.
It's the boss.
But we don't need that. It will not be necessary. Should be able to make it all the way up there. No? Okay, well this is really irritating me. Well, I'm going to have to see why this worked in Sandbox, but not in reality. Because it's real obnoxious. Not as obnoxious as that, though. Whatever. So we could put, like, a tractor or silo or something. Well, if we put a tractor, it's going to fit more than... Okay, whatever. Christ. Wasted enough time on that already. I don't know why... I mean, I have the screenshot. And it fit. I thought it fit. I guess I'll have to go look at it again. Is this not a 21 by 21? It is. I think it's because it's not paved that this didn't make it all the way up there to that, but still, it's weird. Alright, anyway, where are we at on... Guess I could pump that up a little bit further. Especially need it. Knowing, though, one thing will be true. I am going to need another one of these. So now we could move this to here. Or we'll just get some kind of, I don't know, like first thing off the boat. I don't know that you want to be walking past these fields, but whatever, I'm just utilizing that for right now. We never did finish this.
Ship of the line reporting in. At least you're a bit rough around the fringes. Fleet moving in.
I have you down as a worry.
Well, if you were ever around, Jean, I could pull quests from you.
Don't you think I know a
God
gallant... How could I possibly refuse?
A scattering of blossom.
You will remember your benefactor, I hope.
Shit, if you're just gonna give me money.
Fine. We'll top up the...
Likely doesn't mean what it used to mean. What the hell am I over here for? Okay, so we got 4 of those. We've got 1, 2, 3 of these. Suppose actually I could just be looking at this. We'll need 3 fishers. We got 3 fisheries. We need get more of these. So I could pull out a road. It's not. We'll beautify all this here. Bread. I'm going to need a 3rd bread. I'm going to need a 3rd sausage. Alright, so we're fulfilling. I'm going to need a new pig farm. If I'm going to need a new bread as well. Just go like this. Sausage. So now I've got 3 silos. We will get one of those and one of those. Could be right. Whatever. As soon as I get everybody, I know what I need. It'll be a lot better. So I now have the 3 of those that I need for the 2 beer.
The people celebrate your leadership.
We need to be bringing rum. I need 2 rum, which I should be making 2 rum. 4 schnapps. We'll need coffee.
Your
We'll
ship has returned from its voyage.
worry about that later.
You can rely on us.
How are we doing on the needs?
I seesaw between have and have not.
Okay. Time for theater. Now, theater could actually go. Well, since we're just putting them here, I don't think I want that here. I think I want it to be, you know, within one of these sections here. In fact, what I could do is I could move that church over, be in that section. Let me turn this into something different. Just thinking, what could I... It's a little far away from that. Mayhap if we move this over to here.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Heard above the madding crowd.
Okay, they're still getting the school up in there. Well, it's gonna be like that. That over there. That one there. And then we'll shrink that like there. So if we do another thing here, this will just be smaller, be off kilter a bit. But now this can go here, and then we can gussy that up a little bit to make that special. And I think we are desperately missing people, okay?
Proper job.
I've inadvertently done that again. We can have that up here or something, or in this little area now. Doesn't really cover that though. No, for now, that's fine. That being over there though, no longer carries to these guys, but they don't need it.
It's all right, this, isn't it?
Could get another one. Question is, where? It would have to be down here, I guess. It would kick those funky. I am missing brick. Have we got this yet, or what the Christ?
Fleet ready? On our way. Steelsman. On our way.
I'd almost believe you weren't a royal.
Let the sails fill.
Of course, we're going to be going against the goddamned wind now. Because, of course, we are.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Like, literally in the exact opposite of the wind. I don't think we're gonna make it. Wasted too much damn time.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
New orders, Admiral.
Not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it because that fucking wind that is always against me. Every single
People
time.
celebrate your leadership.
I really don't know how to explain that. We need to convert these. See, now, we could still utilize these. Sort of. If I got rid of the trees there, we could utilize those. I could definitely put some on the inside here, though. Okay.
We all like a nap in the orchard.
The inverted would look best, I don't know. What I do know is that I'm trying to give me some new stuff. So even if we just went with, like, colorful on the island
Like that, mate. Is it new?
as a theme, just kept all of them colorful. At least that would look something nice. Inverted skin, it's fine. Whatever. For now.
A competitor's island is under siege.
Still need an uncomfortable amount. Then I did kind of have several ideas for what I wanted to do here. I just don't know if I've got them unlocked. It's one of the many downsides. Using a sandbox to plan things out and then coming back and you don't have any of the stuff you just put down. I know it's in here somewhere. You'd think it'd be Botanica. The Seeds of Change, but... I swear it's in Botanica, but I guess... Oh. Okay.
Done the deed, have you? Got away with it this time.
Thank God.
More than ready.
We're almost there. We are almost there. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, sweet fancy. Bless you.
We can get them to 25 right now. So we won't actually... Well, we will. To get to engineers, I need to. But for right now, my goal for this episode is to get the 500 artisans. Let's find it. Established when it stops at 26. So, 2 more houses. Alright.
You reached a new milestone.
Deliver art restorers. Adaski's journal. Unreadable. Marketplace.
The city is now closer to magnificence.
Okay.
What a happy vision of yours. You do so much. Dare I ask again?
Lucky there's a faint possibility of returning this journal to a semblance of the original condition. When we first see the binding, people tell me flower-based glue will be gentler and delicate manuscript than an acid one. What? What was this? Adaski's journal. I don't remember this part of the plot. Provide 2 sewing machines and 5 flour. I could bring those from elsewhere. Oh, I do have 2 sewing machines. And we do have the flour. Alright.
You do so much.
One is no dunce-hatted imbecile, but I rather think we'll need a class SWAT or 2 to decipher this. A university with a budding college of paleographers to decipher Nadaski's shameful handwriting.
Okay. Well, I could try to do something fancy, or I can just tuck it away inside something like that. So actually moving the theater over to here. Just have it that side. Whatever. Okay. Either way, we need more windows.
Confounded tricky this stage.
I am making windows, I'm just not making enough windows. Alright. Well, that's the next bit then. Then getting it up. So this is now enough. This is now enough to get where I need to go. But I am very confused as to why I do not have enough people. I guess I'm just going to have to look at the households I've got. Do not fly over my island. Because obviously I don't have near enough. 800 farmers alone. I guess it was just taking forever for them to fill in. So now they're filled in, we should be able to push. But we need 1,000 artisans. The workers. So we're going to need a lot more to convert to workers. Convert the workers to double the artisans. I don't know. We'll probably just end up building on this side just to make it easy. Just start pushing for as much of that stuff as I can get. And I guess, goddamn, we're gonna need yet another brick setup. I do have one over there. I have all this heavy polluting industry right next to the scenic waterfall here. That's great. All right. Well, I guess we'll set up for bricks. If I just drag a bridge across there, that should do it. I still want to keep the grid. Okay, well, we need bricks, and goddamn, I don't necessarily want to throw that. That's 100. That's 200. It would be 200 just to make another Windows maker. Maybe we'll just borrow some. I have a ton. I've got a full stack there. I've got a full stack here. We're actually making windows here. I guess I was making windows here even. I don't know why, but... Alright, well, we'll just buy a bunch more clippers and we'll start sending them off. Just hope myself speed along that way, I guess, just so I can be done with this. Need to figure out post offices and the whole works. Okay. Well, I just want everything here so that I can actually look at it and put it in its place. I guess we'll have to do that here too. Seeing as how this is a new layout, I'm just not familiar with how many I've actually got. But I would like to kind of get the rest of those streets filled up so that I can extend the radius of everything. And, oh right, I needed to put a church over here too.
Sweet as a...
We earned this.
Yes, I do. Right. Well, we got a fine mess. Another fine mess to deal with. But at least that's covered. Really hate to put churches right next to each other. Whatever. We'll figure it out. I'll end this one here. I'll see you next time.